Germany, a country once celebrated for its strong economy, high quality of life, and robust infrastructure, is now facing some tough questions about its future. While it's still a global powerhouse, a closer look at its economic struggles, societal shifts, and the factors driving people to reconsider living there shows that all is not as bright as it used to be. So, why is it that fewer people are choosing to settle in Germany? What's going on in this economically powerful nation that's pushing people away? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the cost of living. Germany has long been known for its high standards of living. But recently, the cost of everyday life has skyrocketed. The price of housing, especially in major cities like Berlin, Munich, and Frankfurt, has reached levels that make it difficult for many people to afford a place to live. Rental prices have shot up, and it's no longer uncommon for young people, even with decent jobs, to find themselves struggling to pay their rent or save for a home. This means many people, particularly from younger generations, are feeling squeezed and are exploring options elsewhere, where housing may be more affordable. And speaking of housing, there's a serious shortage of affordable homes. The construction industry, despite being one of the most well-established sectors in Germany, hasn't been able to keep up with the demand for housing. This shortage is pushing up prices even further, making it harder for people to find a place that suits their needs and budget. It's not just the high prices that are the problem. The process of securing a home can be incredibly bureaucratic, adding a layer of stress and frustration for anyone trying to settle in the country. Then, there's the issue of the labor market. Germany has one of the largest economies in Europe, but the job market isn't as inviting as it once was. While Germany's economy remains strong, it's facing challenges like an aging population, which means fewer workers to support an expanding economy. This has led to a shortage of skilled labor, and even with immigration, there just aren't enough people to fill the necessary jobs. This shortage can affect everything from healthcare to technology, and despite the country's reputation for efficiency, there are areas where things are simply not getting done as fast as people expect. Another thing that's hard to ignore is Germany's high tax rates. The country has one of the highest tax rates in Europe, which might be great for public services and infrastructure, but it's also a major burden for many workers and businesses. People are beginning to question whether the return on taxes is worth the pain of paying them. When you factor in high social contributions, the tax burden becomes even more pronounced. This, in turn, can drive people to seek out countries with lower taxes, hoping to keep more of what they earn. And let's not forget about the increasingly complex bureaucracy. Germany has long been known for its bureaucratic processes, and while this is often seen as a sign of order, it can also be a source of frustration for anyone trying to navigate the system. From applying for permits to dealing with health insurance, everything seems to involve filling out forms, waiting in long lines, and dealing with slow-moving processes. For many, this bureaucratic red tape is a turnoff, especially when there are other countries where things are a bit more straightforward. In addition to all this, there's the issue of climate change and Germany's energy crisis. While Germany has made impressive strides in transitioning to renewable energy, the country is now facing serious challenges with its energy infrastructure. Rising energy prices, the closure of nuclear plants, and dependence on fossil fuels have all contributed to higher costs for both businesses and households. The situation has led to concerns about the future of Germany's energy independence and its impact on the economy. This uncertainty is causing many to reconsider their future in Germany, especially those who rely heavily on affordable energy for their businesses or daily lives. On top of all this, let's talk about the social environment. Germany, like many Western countries, is experiencing demographic shifts that are influencing its culture and society. The country is becoming more diverse, with growing numbers of immigrants and refugees, which has led to a change in the social fabric. While diversity can be a source of strength, it also brings challenges in terms of integration, social cohesion, and public services. For some, the pace of change and the difficulty of assimilation in certain areas can be overwhelming, leading them to seek out more stable and familiar environments. Another factor to consider is the economic performance of Germany in recent years. Although the country has been a global leader in industries like automotive, engineering, and manufacturing, it's been hit hard by the global economic slowdown. The pandemic disrupted global supply chains, and Germany, which relies heavily on exports, saw a decline in its economic performance. The slowdown of industries like automotive manufacturing has affected not only the economy, but also the job market, leaving many individuals uncertain about their future in the country. With all these factors at play, it's not surprising that people are beginning to reconsider living in Germany. The combination of high living costs, bureaucratic hurdles, energy challenges, and a less than ideal job market makes it a less appealing destination for many, especially compared to other European countries, or even nations in other parts of the world. When you add in the stress of managing daily life and dealing with an economic slowdown, the idea of moving elsewhere may seem like the better option. Germany also faces challenges related to the cost of healthcare and aging infrastructure. While Germany's healthcare system is known for its quality, it's not perfect. Long wait times and high medical costs are becoming more common, and the system is stretched thin due to the aging population. This issue is exacerbated by the country's aging infrastructure. Many public systems, roads, and buildings are in need of repair or modernization, and the high costs involved in these upgrades are a burden on taxpayers. Now, let's take a closer look at why people are choosing to leave. Germany has traditionally been seen as a destination for those seeking a stable, prosperous life. However, when you stack up the challenges and expenses against the benefits, it's understandable why people might look to other countries for a fresh start. Cities in countries like Portugal, Spain, and even Poland are becoming more attractive, offering lower costs of living, more relaxed tax policies, and a slower pace of life that appeals to many. Furthermore, remote work is becoming increasingly popular, which has allowed people to live in places that better align with their lifestyle and financial goals. With the rise of flexible working arrangements, many professionals are choosing to live in countries that offer better conditions for both their career and personal life. This includes countries that are not just economically attractive, but also offer a higher quality of life in terms of weather, social integration, and overall work-life balance. The reality is, while Germany will likely remain a strong economy for the foreseeable future, it's facing a number of challenges that are making it less appealing for those looking to settle there. The country's economic decline, high living costs, and increasingly complicated bureaucracy are pushing people to look elsewhere. Whether it's to escape rising housing prices, navigate a more favorable tax system, or simply find a more relaxed environment, many are starting to think that the grass might be greener on the other side. As the global economy continues to change, Germany will need to address these issues head-on if it hopes to continue to attract talent and maintain its place as a global leader. But it's not just about the challenges. There are still plenty of reasons why people choose Germany. Its rich culture, strong education system, and history of economic success are still major draws. Yet, when you weigh the pros and cons, it's clear that Germany's future will depend on how it adapts to these evolving issues. As other countries rise in prominence, Germany must decide how it will handle the increasing number of people who are no longer considering it as their long-term home. In the end, the question remains, can Germany reverse these trends and make itself an attractive place to live again? Or will it continue to lose its shine as people search for more affordable, livable options elsewhere? Only time will tell.